The Mahapadav has been highly successful. It was an unprecedented program in the history of our trade union movement that all the trade unions, almost all the central trade unions and industrial federations have come together and had a continuous 3-day dharna in the national capital. Almost more than lakh workers have come on all the 3 days from all over the country. And today, most of them are workers working in different government schemes, and most of them are women, Anganwadi workers and helpers, midday meal workers, ashas, and those working in different other schemes. And the government, as you know, they have not considered the demands of the workers, and even the recommendation of the Indian Labour Conference that the scheme workers should be considered as workers, they should be recognized as workers, they should be paid minimum wages and social security benefits, and there should be no privatization of these schemes. So there is a lot of anger among the entire working class. The response has been even beyond our expectations of all the trade unions. So keeping in view the response of the workers, the negligent attitude, apathetic attitude of the government, and the call of the National Convention on August 8th to prepare for an indefinite countrywide strike. All the central trade unions have discussed yesterday, and the proposals were placed before the Mahapadav today, and they were unanimously accepted. That district level conventions will be held in the first week of January, followed by a coating of arrest all over the country in all the districts. Unitedly, all the trade unions will participate. So lakhs of workers will participate in the coating of arrest in the last week of January. And the day the budget is introduced, if there are anti-worker provisions in the budget, all the trade unions jointly will organize protest demonstrations on the same day. And after that, the trade unions will meet and decide upon the future program. In the meantime, whenever the government decides on any privatization of in any sector or industry, all the trade unions jointly will go on strike. And similarly, on the issue of the scheme workers, the trade unions have decided that there will be a joint strike, countrywide strike of the scheme workers before the budget. The date will be announced soon. Within 2 or 3 days, the federations which are affiliated to the central trade unions of the scheme workers, they will have a meeting and they will decide the date of the countrywide strike.
How do you think media has covered Mahapadav?
Well, media, whether it is afraid of the government, because those journalists who are speaking, they are being targeted, they are being killed, they are being raided, their houses are being raided. All these things are there, whether it is because of that or because the media, the corporates, they don't support the struggle against the neoliberal policies. Whatever the reason, media has almost totally ignored. Today I see 1 or 2 papers, only a few lines have been, means the demands of the workers, the anger among the workers, the struggle of the workers against the neoliberal policies, that is not at all covered by the media, which is a sad thing to say the least.